I'll take away that heart of stone and write it, the words, these commandments, in this heart of flesh now. Mostly, I grew up in a home that was half Catholic, half Christian. So I grew up with two ideologies, and mom passed away when I was 17, and my life shifted away from God. Somewhere in that path, I found God. I started going to Calvary Chapel Chino Jack Hibbs. That led me to finding out what was in the Bible, and I just got curious, and God was just speaking, and I was asking God for wisdom. And also, I would see when Jesus would say to his disciples, go to the lost sheep of Israel. That sparked my curiosity, and God eventually opened up doors, and I met people, and got curious about all the holidays that were in Leviticus 23. Seeing all the promises God gave Abraham. And then you read in the New Testament, it says, if you belong to Christ, belong to the Messiah, you are the son of Abraham. So that took me back to his promises. Go to Joshua 1, 7 through 9, where it says, be brave and courageous. But these words of the law should always be on your mouth. Joshua didn't have any other book except for the Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, those 5 books of Moses. That's all he had to meditate on. And God said he will make his way successful. I started there, going back to Genesis, all the way through Deuteronomy. Here I am now, following the Torah.
What would you have for advice to somebody who is a believer, they love the Lord, but they look at the commandments and they say, well, that's Israel, that's only for the Jewish person, and we're Christian. I mean, it doesn't really apply to us.
Right. And Jesus tells his disciples, go to the lost sheep of Israel. So he was looking for descendants of Jacob. The descendants of Jacob, where did they go? After the division of the kingdom, historians will tell you that the 10 tribes are lost forever, and all we had left over was the Jews. To begin to question where you come from. To me, that's where it started. I started looking into the history of my family. It led me to Mexico, Spain. From Spain, Sephardic, the Jews that had fled the Roman persecution after the temple was destroyed. And going back to that verse in Joshua 1, where it says, do these commandments, meditate upon them. Jesus quoted for the most part from Deuteronomy. And when he was challenged, what's the greatest commandment? He said, love the Lord God above all else. But he was kept going, right? Going off of Deuteronomy 6. And these words that I command you today, to be upon your heart, to teach them to your children. And realize, oh, the 10 commandments, all of it applies to me. Because he's telling me these words I'm to teach to my children. I'm supposed to treasure them in my heart. Going into the Jeremiah 21, where it talks about the new covenant, where he says, I'll take away that heart of stone and write it, the words, these commandments, in this heart of flesh now. Was actually part of the new covenant. That 5 books of Moses will now be in us and be intimate with us. Shabbat was always here for us. So many blessings to everybody.